Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today is April 2nd, which happens to be this guy's birthday. This is Hans Christian Andersen, Denmark's most famous writer, who was born on April 2nd, 1805. He wrote a lot of stories, but some of his most famous ones include The Little Mermaid, The Princess and the Pea, The Emperor's New Clothes, and The Little Tin Soldier. Now, I just happen to have The Little Tin Soldier from Diamond Art Club, which I have completed and I need to frame. So today I am going to use a magnetic frame. So this is The Little Tin Soldier by Diamond Art Club, as you can tell by Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. I finished this a few months ago and it's basically been stored away. Was originally going to get it framed in a traditional wooden frame with glass, and then I started thinking about all of the diamond paintings that we have, because my wife diamond paints as well, and I thought putting them all in frames behind glass is going to be pretty expensive. So I started to look at alternatives, and I found magnetic frames, and I thought that could work. So what a magnetic frame is very simple. It's two pieces of wood and a cord to hang it, and these pieces of wood are held together with magnets. So there are magnets dotted along inside the wood, and a piece of this sort of felt feeling tape to stop them scratching against each other, and all you do is place them together and they stick. So the idea is that the magnets hold these together, your canvas is in between them, and it holds the whole thing up. So you get the top, which has the cord, and you get the bottom, which is basically just two pieces of wood with the magnets. And you really need this to put a bit of weight on the bottom of the canvas so it holds it straight. If you didn't, there's a chance the canvas might try to curl up, that sort of thing. So it puts a bit of weight on the bottom. So a couple of things we have to do. One is trim the sides off. Don't really want it hanging on the wall with the key at the side, so it would look better if it didn't have the borders. And the other thing we have to do is trim the top and the bottom. The reason for that is because the strips of wood are only that high, and you can see the canvas goes further up, so you would see this, which obviously doesn't look very good. So the first thing to do is get a pen and hold the strip of wood against the drills and use it as a guide. So then it's just a matter of marking the canvas. Take it back off. So I've got a thin line to cut. If I cut it at that height, it means it will be fully inside. Obviously you want the full depth with the canvas in it, so it's got a better hold, and that is pretty much it. So just need to trim that, take the sides off, turn it around, do the same with the bottom so that I don't have excess sticking out, and that should be it. The big test is going to be whether it actually holds the canvas up. This is a relatively big canvas, It is 55 centimetres wide and 73 centimetres deep. So I think I'll just trim it, not much point letting you see me cut. All I'm doing is cutting along the line, trimming off the sides, trimming the bottom, and then I'll come back. It's difficult to get the whole thing in, so rather than being a really awkward video, I'll go and cut it, I'll let you see it, I'll put it together, I'll lift it up, and hopefully nothing falls off. So now it's trimmed, and I've left the border on the top and a border on the bottom. I've taken the sides off completely. A handy hint: if you do diamond paintings and you do take the sides off or the border off completely, it's a good idea to keep the key, and you can use this as a reference just in case a drill falls off a canvas. You have the picture, you have the key, and it's printed on canvas. It's not just a piece of paper that can get creased. Usually the print quality isn't quite as good on the paper anyway, and it will fade over time. So if you keep these strips somewhere safe, and you can always refer back if you find that a drill has fallen off anywhere at some point in the future. Sometimes you might not have a thumbnail, so what I do is I just write the name of the picture on the back, and I keep all of these together. So hopefully you never need it, but they could come in handy. So rather than just throwing it away, keep it. So all we have to do now is put the top on. So try and get it evenly spaced at the sides. You get these frames in different sizes. You might not get exactly the size you want, but it looks fine if you get it even, so the edges are the same. So all I have to do is fit this on top and fit the one on the bottom, and then lift it up and see if it works. So there you have it, it worked. So Hans Christian Andersen being celebrated on his birthday by the Little Tin Soldier being hung on the wall, and all that is holding that canvas up is the power of magnets. So a definite alternative to getting the frames done. It's just a matter of taking those bars off and fitting them onto another picture. I would suggest keeping the canvases flat, and the way that I do it is I have two large pieces of cardboard. They were actually shipping boxes that I cut, and I tape down one side so it opens like a big book. So I have all my completed canvases are in there, and they lay flat, and I put them underneath the couch. But what I do is I've got them wrapped up in a single duvet, like a bed sheet, so they're actually inside that, and then it's folded up and taped, just to stop any dust getting in and maybe sticking to the glue on the canvases, and that's it. So when I decide I want to change the picture, I just open it up, decide what I want to put up, and swap them over. As simple as that. So if you enjoyed the video and you found it useful, please remember to subscribe and hit the notifications button. If you're interested in hearing more about Hans Christian Andersen, I do have a podcast on my website, which is iccopenhagen.com. It will be in the description below. I've done a few Hans Christian Andersen stories, and I have also done a podcast about the life of Hans Christian Andersen, which I found pretty interesting. It's amazing that Hans Christian Andersen became the most famous author or writer in Denmark, and they think he was actually dyslexic. So that is in the podcast. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. In the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.